back in 2024, Balatro turned poker into a roguelike fever dream. It blew up, and for good reason. Now, in 2025, there's a new obsession beginning, and just like Balatro, the interest started slow and then blew up all of a sudden. I think Nubby's Number Factory could go through that same trajectory, already having an overwhelming positive reviews score on Steam, sitting at 97%. For reference, Balatro, for comparison, is 98% all time and 97% recently. What is Nubby's Number Factory? It's weird, it's brilliant, it's cheap, and it's maths, but somehow it slaps. And today we're diving deep into why Nubby's Number Factory might just be the best roguelike released in 2025 so far, and possibly the next Balatro tier breakout. Well, maybe. So what is Nubby's Number Factory? Well, you're working at a number factory with your spherical friend called Nubby, a little purple ball who needs to be thrown down a pachinko, plinko, peggle style board in order to generate numbers in a factory, aka score points. You have a target score each round to hit and a certain amount of lives, or nubbies, to do it. This is obviously the basics, but you also get a series of items you add which augment how you score points, and you also get passive perks which act like bonuses or upgrades. Think of the items like the jokers in Balatro and the passive perks much like the vouchers. So that's it, right? Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room. So yes, graphically, this game can be taken two ways. Basic and uninspired, or is that the charm to it? I mentioned it in one of my previous videos, how this game looks like it was a school project made with Adobe Flash, but try to look past the graphics, at least to begin with, because this has such an addictive gameplay loop. I'm just going to interrupt very quickly here to say please hit that like and subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. It helps me out massively. I'm trying to hit that 1,000 subscribers goal and I'm getting very close. I've been having a lot of success over the last few months. It would be much appreciated. Also, I'm back to streaming, so come check me out on Twitch, and I've got a Discord full of people that love roguelikes and Path of Exile 2. Come check it out. So like I said, you throw Nubby down this board. You score an amount of points equal to that on each peg you hit. Each time you hit the peg, the number is halved until the number hits 1, and the next time it's hit, it disappears. The target is shown on the right, and below there is a tube which fills as you score points, and if you score enough, it will say 2x, so if you double the target. If you do hit 2x, you get restocks. 3x is another restock, and so on and so on. A restock is just another load of pegs that fall into the board in order to double the pegs that are there. They kind of merge together to increase the score of each peg. So the more you score, the more restocks you get, the more the pegs will increase. The rich basically get richer, right? Now, if you don't hit the target number, the sun will explode. Why? Who the hell knows? You do have a certain amount of lives, and if you lose some lives when you hit that double score multiplier, you don't get restocks, but you get lives instead. So you only actually get those restocks and increase the peg score when you have maximum lives already. As you progress through the rounds, you will get items when you encounter shop, and passive item choices or perks every now and again. These items each have a trigger that falls into a few categories. The items can have a number of pegs popped, so you have to pop 5 pegs or 10 pegs or 15 pegs, or halve the score of them. The time-based ones, such as every 1 second or 2 seconds, they will trigger, or when you hit the first peg, it will pop. When Nubby bounces, or Nubby hits a wall, or Nubby dies, so he goes out to the bottom of the board. Or when you hit the pass goal, the target. When the item triggers, the effect will occur from exploding pegs, to chickens dropping eggs, to meat orbs flying around, all helping to add to your score. You have up to 7 slots for these items to go in that you can see along the top, and they are very specifically numbered. you do need to unlock the 5th, 6th and 7th slots. You can sell the items as well if you do need to replace them, much like the Jokers in Balatro. Plus, if you manage to get a copy of any item, it will upgrade that item to a better version. There are also corrupted items you can get later in the game. In addition, you have the passive perks that I mentioned. These pop up every now and again and you'll be given a choice of 2 different ones. These notably cannot be replaced, but you can have up to 8 of them and you can skip a choice if you would prefer not to have either of them. These trigger in mostly similar ways to the items, however there are some that will trigger based on when a particular item triggers. So a passive perk might say when the item in number 2 triggers, it will trigger number 3. As an example, and it can create a bit of a domino effect, which is what you're really looking for. As you can tell, the game very much becomes about finding the right combinations to become overpowered. The loop of searching for that perfect method is where this game thrives. You will come across 4 different shops during the game as well. The Nubby Mart, which has the cafe in it, and also the Grabatron and the Black Market, all in hopes of improving your items. Plus, as you progress, you'll unlock new supervisors and challenges to try and complete, just like Balatro. Think of the supervisors as the deck types, and the challenges are just like Balatro had. But why is this a worthy roguelike to be one of the best so far this year? There have been a lot of great titles already. Firstly, just to make sure we tick the boxes, it is a roguelike as every run has random choices and you do not improve future runs with any meta progression. However, the gameplay loop is fantastic. It's addictive, it's difficult and very well balanced. Similar to Balatro, you may struggle for a while before getting to grips with it and getting that perfect run. A game that is primed for multitasking gamers that love to watch YouTube videos, like me of course, while they play a game. Yes, I said that. But why is this the next Balatro, potentially? Well, Balatro made numbers exciting by giving you explosive feedback loop with multipliers and chips and jokers. Nubby does the same, but through items and perks, with obvious RNG from the bouncing down the peggle board instead of drawing the right card. You build the perfect engine, and when it goes off, it feels just as insane. It's satisfying, chaotic and smart, the exact ingredients that made Balatro blow up. Only this time it's for the spreadsheet-brained crowd. Look, do I think Nubby's Number Factory is better than Balatro? I do not. Balatro has a bit more charm to it, the aesthetic to it's amazing and the music is too. But by no means do I think that Nubby's Number Factory is a bad game. My god is it brilliant. It needs to be tried out, and the game is only £4.29. That's nothing. And the dev is making updates regularly. This isn't a sponsored video, but please go check this one out. It does have a demo if you don't want to spare the money right now and you want to try it out first. Get past the graphics. I understand people opening this game and going, wow, this looks... but it isn't. I think I'm going to look to do a top 10 tips video for this as well. Please check that out when it comes out. And if you're a lover of roguelikes like me, check out my other video showing some of the best roguelike demos and games coming this year. Should be on the screen now. I have been JammyGiraffe, sending positivity as always. Jammy out.